Morning guys, glad you could join me again for another flight. Today we are going from Inverness up to Wick Airport, Wick, Scotland, the north coast there. It's a 60 nautical mile flight. Weather looks to be pretty good. We shouldn't experience any icing like we did yesterday. Alright, let's get started. So we have two passengers from FS Passengers. 140 and 150 pounds. We have 53% fuel loaded. Total of a 505-pound payload, so we're fairly light for this flight. Not like yesterday, we're near max, but that's where the money in FSE is made, when you load your plane up full. Okay, let's go over our checks. And right now there's no VATSIM controllers on, so we'll go ahead and do our procedures here. So, power levers idle. Yes, they are. Parking brake is set. Yes, it is. Avionics master check off. Avionics master is off. So I can show you guys these things. The power lever is right here. Parking brake is right here. Avionics master is off. It's right here. This one. Gear selector is down. Yes, it's down. Down on my Bravo. Alternators, check both on. They're right here. They are on. My switch is off, so what I do is I turn my switch on, turn my switch off, turn my switch back on. Fuel pump, left and right, check off. They're right here. Off and off. They're off on my Bravo as well. Electrical master on. Let's check my fuel levers here. They're both on. Go ahead and put that armrest down. Go to starting engine. Strobe lights ACL on, so that's my strobe and my nav light. Engine master on left, so engine master on left, so there we go. Left is on. See, the glow plug is warming up. Go ahead and push. There we go. Stats are live here. Oil pressure, temperature. Everything seems to be building up quite well, so all these checks here, idle RPM, opposite engine start. So we'll warm them both up at the same time. Look at the gearbox temperature right when you turn on the master. So there we go, it's warmed up, so it's ready to start. There we go. There's our oil pressure. Excuse me. 13, so yeah, we got enough fuel for this flight. We have, looks like half a tank of de-icing, which is fine. Oh, there's our fuel there, so. Okay, so after starting, avionics master can go on. There's my radio panel lights up there. Power levers, and we'll set those. Let those engines warm up. There. Should be alright. Electrical equipment on as required, so just the cabin heat and the defrost. And everything else looks correct. There we go, flight instruments and avionics. We can set our flight plan in here. Today we're just doing a direct flight plan to Wick, so we'll be flying over some water. so flight plan. This is a simpler flight plan today, so type in EGPE for Inverness. And I just picked up Sunborough Airport, which is in the Shetlands, so I do want to go there. Echo Golf Papa Bravo. I got that off the market. There's a sale on the flight simulator market right now, so decided to pick that one up. And today we're going to the wind's what, 330 out of 4 knots, so what would that be? That's like a direct crosswind. I guess we could take 2-3. I guess we could take runway 2-3. It's like a direct crosswind, so yeah, we'll do that. 2-3. Okay, and then route. We don't really. You can put Wick in here, but our procedures will probably tell us a different story. Let's see. And up there, I think it's runway 13 we're going to be landing. Let me check my app here. Okay, yeah, we got 20 knots at 130, so yeah, we're going to be runway 13 there. You don't have to put the runways in, I mean, I do, just make things easier, I guess. Remind me. So let's check our procedures for departure out of Inverness. Oops. They do not have any, eh? Approach. See approaches. Approach. 13 LNAV. We could do that. We could do I mean, judging by the weather, we could probably just do a visual. You know what? I'm not too concerned. I'll probably just end up joining a right downwind for runway 13 when we're up there. So we'll leave that for now. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good for now. So okay. Put in the QNH. I just had it on the GPS there. I have it here as well. So 1007. Go ahead and put in our altitude and our runway heading. Or 231. It's over on the other side. Should have went the other way. That's okay. So 231. And our altitude today is 7,000. 3, 4, 5. I was gonna go all the way up to Sunborough today, but I'm starting to run out of time, so we'll see when we get to Wick. We gotta pick up 164 kilograms of cargo in Wick for FSEconomy to bring up to Sunborough, so that'll give us a little more FSE bucks, I guess you could say. Okay, so transponder, set this IFR. PFD options, we'll turn on our DME. We'll go ahead, it's 108 something. 108.5. 5. There we go. There, it shows up there. Go ahead and turn on the Unicom for VATSIM 122.8. So there, that's done. The altitude's done. QNH is done. The heading is set. The runway heading. GPS is programmed. The squawk code is entered and is turned on. Let's verify that. On. Okay. The RPM back down. Set, check on, that's on. Position lights and taxi lights. We'll turn on our taxi lights right now. Trim, there's really not much need to adjust the trim. It's in takeoff mode already and we're fairly light, so we don't need to nose down the trim. Probably just, that's fine. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to taxi to runway 23. So to get to runway 23, we go echo runway 11 to runway 23, and we backtrack 23. We could probably take off at the intersection of 29. I mean, don't need a lot of room, but we'll backtrack 23 and then turn around and take off out that way. Okay. Quick check if any controls are on, and no, there's not. So right back on to okay. So I'll call the Unicom and tell them we're taxiing. So Inverness traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo, type Diamond Twin is taxiing to runway 23 via Echo runway 11. Okay, so let's go. Pop the parking brake off. Initiate our turn here. We don't want to touch that pole. No. If only it saved our position. Remember, we parked properly yesterday here. But yeah, this is aftermarket airport, so beautiful Inverness. So here we go, taxiing Echo. That's runway 11. Watched a documentary last night on a flight that taxied onto the wrong runway. Went to take off and tragically took 49 or 50 lives. It wasn't enough runway for the jet there. He took off. I can't remember the name of the flight or anything. It was somewhere in the United States. It was terrible. I guess only the co-pilot survived. But, you know, they had to amputate his leg and he had brain damage and everything else. But yeah, I guess it was a accident was ruled out. It was a miscommunication between the pilots and the runway. And it was 6 o'clock in the morning, dark. And yeah, they just ended up taxiing to the wrong runway, so always gotta be paying 100% attention. And I guess sterile cockpit, I never heard the term before, but I guess they have procedures where in critical phases of flight they can't do talk in the cockpit to each other and stuff like that. So I stop here and then I let them know again that I'm going down. They're gonna backtrack. So Inverness traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is backtracking runway 23 from runway 11. It never hurts. Let's let them know that you're taxiing here. I mean, that someone on final or something that just shows up and you didn't hear your taxi procedure earlier. Well, I mean, being it only is a sim, but still it can be exciting. Everyone wants the best simulation. And me as well, so fast here. Once we're lined up, we'll do our checks here and get going. And they really don't have a turnaround area here, so we kind of just gotta get to the edge of the runway with the nose and then left rudder back around here to the center. So 2-3, let's verify I'm on runway 2-3, yes. We are lined up, our compass is lined up. Let me have a quick sip of coffee here and we'll be off. Okay, let's do our check. Okay, gas is good, undercarriage is down. Switches, we'll turn on our pumps for takeoff. Landing lights, taxi lights can go off, flaps can go down 1 notch. Hey, there's our red jet over there. Flaps look like they're set, pumps are on. Gear is down, landing lights are on. Turn on torpedo heat. And let's push for max power. There you go. Just try to maintain center here. Tap the brakes, positive rate, gear can go up. We got good speed, good pitch. Regaining altitude, we can go ahead. Knock the flaps off. We'll just stay on runway heading until 1,000 feet till we make any turns here. Positive climb. Okay, there we are, 1,000 feet. So I'll call Inverness now and let any traffic know our intentions. Inverness traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo, climbing 1,000 to 7,000, making a right turn onto course. Good day, Inverness traffic. So there we go. Now we can make our right turn. Back a bit on the power here. And we can off the pumps and get rid of the landing lights. Gonna turn here. Yeah, we're definitely later than yesterday. I mean, definitely later. There's Inverness Airport down there. Little right rudder in there, some adverse yaw. There we go. So we're on course here. We'll roll out a little off center so it can direct us to our course here. So push that nose up. There we go. Roll back. There we are. So yeah, we can do another quick gust check. So gas is good, undercarriage is up, switches, pumps are off, flaps are up, landing lights are off. Yeah, we're climbing quite nicely here. Okay, so 4,400. 500. Let's see. I'll hand fly all the way up to 7,000 on track, and then we'll autopilot the rest of the way. It's like a nice day here in Scotland. So what, we're up in the Highlands. Oh, going up to the Highlands, is that right? Almost the Orkney Islands. Familiarizing myself with the area, so I'm trying to anyways. Okay, that warning indicates that we're 1,000 feet away from our intended cruise. Go ahead and set standard atmosphere. So that puts us at 64, 100 knots on the climb. Real good. Having to fight with the trim a little bit here. It's okay, we're going to be leveling off things. Down here, should line us right up with our 7,000. A slight turn here. Get us right back to course. And there we're up over 7,000, so we'll put the nose down a bit here. You really hear we're gaining speed. And that's fine. That nose down. 71, ought to be 7,000. So. The Diamond's a heck of an aircraft. It'll climb on you with those two engines, no problem. Here we go ahead and turn on the autopilot.
Engaging autopilot.
So autopilot, altitude, and nav. That should hold us right on course up to Wick. How far away are we? 54 miles. 54.4. 18 minutes. So that should set us up nicely. Check our RPM, so we're a bit high. We can come down to 85 here. I know 75 is optimal for this airplane, but we can do 85. Go ahead and zoom out on the GPS a little bit here. So is this the Moray Firth? Is that what that's called? This area in here? I know in my recording my mouse is really, it's off from where I'm actually, it's pretty. So there's Wick up there. What, maybe a quarter of the way? So we go ahead and do our cruise check here. Cruise check power never 95%, up to 95%. We are at what, 85 did I say? Yes. Trim is required. Trim is autopilot. Check what it's doing. It's doing its thing, and you Initiation's engine system page monitor, yes. So our oil temperature looks okay, our oil pressure is okay in the green, coolant temperature is okay in the green, fuel temperature is fine, fuel quantity is fine. Fuel to gallons are fine, 11, auxiliary is 10. Gallons per hour right now is 8.5. Fuel temperature is 18 degrees on the left, 17 degrees on the right. Gallons of rating is 38, gallons used 3.3, endurance is 2.3 hours at this power setting. This wind setting. Is the wind anyway, we're at 5.5, that's not bad at all. Range is 408 nautical miles. Okay. System volts, batteries are charging, amps. A little higher on the right than the left. Gearbox, it's fine. Maybe a little high in the green, but that's fine. Coolant is fine. Oil temperatures, barometric pressure, the oil pressure is fine. De-ice fluid is fine. Liters, 17 liters of de-ice. Always got to check everything in an airplane because all of a sudden something starts to drop, or one of these drop and you don't see it right away and you wonder why you're banking, or you wonder why you're losing altitude or speed or something. And it happens quick, very quick, even in a flight simulator. Passengers are complaining it's too warm, so turn off the cabin heat. Defrost either. My virtual passengers. Okay. I mean, it is -2, but it's probably warm in here. So. Excuse me. So how about we have a chat about, I wanted to chat about today about Bitcoin and energy use, the energy hype around it. Bitcoin uses energy, yes it does. Fiat money uses energy, yes it does. What you probably hear is Bitcoin is bad for the environment, bad for this and that. Blah blah blah. Well, I always take that statement and I look at it and I think my fiat bank is brick and mortar. My fiat bank has lights that power it. It has heat. It has water. It has washrooms. All that sort of thing. All the materials involved and used in it. The land where it's built, you know, and then we get to the salaries of the people working there, security guard. I could go on and on about this, and this is just one bank. You can imagine the costs, maintain it, keep it up, and that's just one of the many. Now, what is the price to secure a monetary network, to secure your store your wealth, store your energy? What is a price? Because there has to be a price, proof of work, price, right? I mean, so the energy used in the fiat system compared to a Bitcoin standard is, I I don't, I like, with what I just explained, it's, I mean, you can look at it either way, but yeah, Bitcoin uses a lot of energy, but it secures the monetary network, which is impenetrable. I mean, anything can happen, don't get me wrong, anytime, but the way it's set up, it's pretty darn secure. And how many times has someone went in, robbed a bank, took all the fiat? You know, yeah, they're insured and this and that. Really, they just go print more money, but well, whatever. You can't print more Bitcoin in. It gets scarcer and scarcer. So, yes, it uses energy, but on par with the fiat system, it also uses a lot of energy. You can say, oh well, you know, Bitcoin mining versus gold mining. Well, I don't even want to get into that. The machines required to mine gold is outrageous. The mines, everything is, that's a whole another rabbit hole. But I don't know, you know. And the energy use in Bitcoin, it's a lot of it is clean mining, and a lot of the energy being used is used when it would, you know, it could get thrown away, like your wind, your solar, that's not, you can see what's going on with the wind and solar narrative parts of the world and how it's crumbling. But I mean, my opinion on wind and solar is it's probably good for a small application, but it's not on a massive scale. Like, the wind doesn't blow at certain times, the sun won't shine certain times, people need energy at certain times. It's not there yet with wind and solar. It's not there. And so there's nothing wrong with using fossil fuels. It's fine in my eyes. Wind and solar, a lot of the energy is wasted. Take that wasted energy, you can mine with it, mine a monetary network and sell that energy. Imagine that. So that's my quick chat about that. But comparing the two is like comparing a steak to tofu. I'm a steak guy. So. Anyway, we're 24 miles to runway, so let's start our descent. Program in our altitude here. 65. I don't know what's going on with this. And we'll call in at about 20 miles. We'll get down to 3,000 for now. We'll hit the IS button on the Bravo, the FLC on the Diamond. Throttle back a little bit. Down we go. So I'll pull up my chart here for Wick. Runway heading is 129. 129. That's our runway heading. 20 miles. I'll give them a show. See if any control centers are on. Wick traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo, type Diamond Twin is 20 miles south, 5,700, descending 2,000, or 3,000. Inbound, runway 13 visual. We'll report downwind right traffic, runway 13. Wick traffic. Okay, so that lets them know where we are, what we're doing, what our intentions are. Sip of coffee here. 1360 is our frequency for Wick. 1360. Pop that in there, shows us exactly, and that's right on the airport, so that's good. So what are we showing here at Wick? It's a marginal VFR. What MetaRTAF is telling me, it's a great app, MetaRTAF. So it looks like our cloud cover is broken at 1000. Meter reads Echo Golf Papa Charlie 121120 Zulu 13017 watts 9999. Broken 1000. Temperature 8, 2.5, and 1010 QNH. So we'll go ahead and set that QNH right now. 010. This is taking us directly to the Wick VOR, so that should give us a good visual on the airport when we get down there. You can see that. And we're 14 miles. See if this cloud is in our way. Maybe we'll drop to 2000. Quickly go over the descent checklist. Power lever, yes. Set it so we can descend. Airspeed as required. Yes, we're dropping a bit here. That's fine. Trim as required. It is autopilot. Okay, so let's get down to 2000. It's a better altitude for us for now. 2000. Start that at 10 miles. That's fine. Speed looks good. Anti-heaters all look good. Looks like a decent day out here anyway, not too bad. These are 10 miles, so let's drop a few, another 1,000 feet, sorry. My apologies. Brawn. Yeah, Scotland's a beautiful country. It's like British Columbia. It's even more beautiful on a beautiful day. From what I understand, the climates are very similar. You know, I'm from the coast, British Columbia. There's some wind turbines there, and yeah, a lot of rain. You got a lot of rain out there. From what I understand, Scotland's somewhat the same. They get a lot of rain. But you know, I miss the rain sometimes. Look at those wind turbines. Those are going today. See, with wind, if they could save that energy, I don't know if the battery technology's there or not. Yeah, it's got to make some good energy. But there's just the mining for those and the disposal of them. It's a whole nother ball game, and I don't want to upset anyone talking about that. I'll reserve my opinions for now. We're flying an airplane here, so let's keep that sterile cockpit. 2000, and we're still in the clouds here. Well, it is broken. The meter did read it is broken at what, 1000 or 1000? Yeah, 1000. So this landing should be, maybe it'll be an interesting one. Let's drop down to 1500 now. 6 miles. Slow down a bit more. We don't want to hear that lady again. Check your lady. Where in the fog are we? We're getting close, 5 miles. Wick.
Check gear.
Wick. Let's turn that off. I watch my videos every day, and I was watching that one yesterday one, and the check gear just annoyed the heck out of me. We can dip even a little lower here. Let's go down. Let's go down to circuit height. Why not? Put it on 120 because we're almost at circuit.
Check
anyways.
gear. Check gear.
There's Wick there.
Check gear.
Seems lower, like I'm lower than I am, but heck, maybe I am.
Check gear.
1,000 feet seems you can reach out and touch the ground.
Check
almost.
gear. Check gear.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, let's zoom in here so we can get a nice mental picture of where we're at. Okay, we're about to join downwind here, so off the autopilot. Okay, we can see our runway. Let's make a left turn. Wick traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo joining right downwind for runway 13. Right traffic, full stop. Wick traffic. Losing a bit of altitude there. Keep rearing around it. Ideally 1,000 feet in the circuit. At the end of your downwind, you can come down. There's our runway there. You can see it right off the wing. So usually I bug the heading and I bug the runway when I'm doing this circuits. Go ahead and drop the gear, gust check, gas is good, undercarriage is down, pumps can come on, landing lights can come on. Go ahead and turn base. You can announce that you're turning base. Wick traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo, turning base, runway 13. And I do when there's no controllers on. When there's controllers on, I can really annoy them by telling them all the legs of the traffic circuit. Sometimes they'll actually just tell you not to do that. But to each his own. We're at 1,000 feet again. Okay, we can probably turn final now. Wick traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo, turning final, runway 13, full stop, right traffic. Final. We're ascending here, we don't want to be ascending. Go ahead and put on flaps, do a gust check, gas is good, undercarriage is down, pumps are on, flaps are set, landing lights are on. Okay. Slow this bird down. Where lights show increase and decrease in speed very quick. In Wick, I believe the runway at Wick it either dips at 13 or it gets a little higher at the end of runway 13 here. So
500.
Can't say for sure, but okay, speed looks good. And we got a good wind off the nose. I mean, that's a good wind, 17 there. Good headwind into this, so it should be a nice landing. Here we got 2 red, 2 white. 2 red, 2 white, 2 red, 2 white. Speed looks very good, very good. We got our flaps. Well, full flaps now. Probably should have did that earlier. It's okay. Stay right around 80s, mid 80s. In the 80s, I was born in the 80s. Okay, let's focus on our landing here. Flaps can go up. Pumps can go off. We got a beautiful headwind just to slow us right down and keep us centered. So pumps are off, flaps are off. Our wire altitude's still on autopilot there. Okay, so that'll be the Charlie Way, Taxi Charlie Way. Or, Taxiway Charlie, sorry. I believe. Taxiway Charlie. Go ahead and turn off our landing, turn on our taxi lights. Once we cross that line, we'll tell them that we're clear the runway. Wick traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is clear of the active runway 13. Taxiing to parking via Charlie Bravo, the main apron. Wick traffic. So there we go. This is Charlie, now this is Bravo, this little taxiway here. As far as they don't have a wick for the scenery yet, I don't, you know. And we'll just park right over here. Should be okay. We'll kind of get right into the wind. Park into the wind. What's that say? Stall heat valve. Yeah, that's the pitot heat. That can actually be turned off. Okay, so that's our flight from Inverness to Wick. We'll set the parking brake here. As you can see, it's set, and then our FSEconomy window popped up. I don't think you guys can see it. And it says your flight's logged. The results can be found on the website. Number of temps 0. That's good. So we can go ahead and shut down our airplane now. I was also thinking, you know, if I get 10 subscribers, I'll give you guys a tour of my sim pit. Show you guys my hardware, my setup, and where I do my flying. That would be exciting. If I get to 10 subscribers, I'll do that 10 subs. So I also want to do airdrops of Lightning, Bitcoin Lightning. So we want that in the works as well too with this channel. So that'll be good with a few more subscribers yet. I only got 1 right now, but you know, you guys like and subscribe. Might learn something, who knows? Or maybe not, up to you. Parking brake is set, avionics master can go off. Electrical consumers can all go off. Our taxi light, our strobe light, any other electrical, our heat is off. In lighting, cabin lighting is all off. Engine master, so we can go right off first. I like to look at the yeah, okay, they're all down. Yep, that's good. And then left go off. And then it says here anti-collision lights off, so we turn off our nav. It's off, all our lights are off. We turn off our electrical master. And if we come back here, you can turn off our alternators. Okay, so everything's off. Parking brake is set. What you would do in real life, you get out, you chalk the wheels, tie the airplane down, and then release the parking brake so it doesn't seize up on you. I remember that from flight school. Okay guys, thanks for flying with me again today, and we'll be going up to Sunborough tomorrow. And I purchased the Sunborough airport, so that should be exciting. Alright, thank you very much, and like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.